boss.
Bam! My people, it's about that time. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, known as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Before we jump into it, I want to go through a few of the new community tools. So without further ado, first up, TradingView. These are all free resources, guys. I do my best to make you money 7 days a week because the markets don't sleep, and this is where I post the charts so you can get a piece of the pie to eat. BD Kelly 1203, tradingview.com. Check me out on there. I post free charts every time I'm in there just to give you an update and insight on the market. Then you jump over to the #1 Bitcoin group in the world, #1Bitcoin on Facebook. Check it out. I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg know me by my first name by now, BK the Boss. Type it in on Facebook. Come on in. The doors are always open. And then when you're ready to put down 2 and pick up 6, jump on over to Patreon, where we have different levels. Just type my name right up top, BK Crypto Trader. We got 100+ people holding me down on Patreon. This is the money team. $50 a month for the Cryptopolis report, $100 for the profit package, and $250 for the boss alert messages, where every other day you getting an update from the boss BK. Bam! It's just that easy to get paid. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Make sure you like and subscribe right now. Join the money team. The doors are always open. 120 nations and counting. This is the fastest growing crypto community in the world. You are officially a part of history. Now let's go ahead and make this money.
Like a boss.
Huh.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I wanted to do a Patreon exclusive video. So shout out to everybody on the money team holding me down on Patreon at BK Crypto Trader. I appreciate you all's support, and so this video is exclusively for you. If you are seeing it on YouTube, just know that you're probably getting this about a week later than everybody else. I try to get my Patreon people the information first and foremost, to help you all be successful in the markets. And so this was literally a screenshot from a question I got from one of our community members, DR, and they said, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on stop losses. I seem to constantly get sold out due to stop losses. For example, power is down 4%. Are you using stop losses in the current market, or only setting up a mental stop loss? Or do you just sell when the 7 goes under 77 on 343? Well, that is a great question. So I wanted to dedicate an entire video to answering it. And again, this is an exclusive benefit that our team members get in the Patreon group as a part of the boss alert messages. So it's 2 ways you can sign up for that group. One is jumping over to bossofbitcoin.com. You click on services, scroll down, and then you click on boss alert messages, right? And you will have 24-hour access to me via our private messaging app. So you just go to products, scroll down, boss alert messages, or you just go straight to patreon.com at BK Crypto Trader, and you can sign up on there. You can pay in crypto, just message me directly, right? And so getting back to the chart, we can look up power because I want to reference the coin specific to the question, right? And on a long range scale, and this is literally the answer to the question. Let's turn this off so we could see the whole chart. On a long range scale, right now is a great time to buy, right? You can see that we're above water, the 77s, above the 231 on a 343, right? And that's a very, very, very good sign. And so essentially, to answer your question, you need to change your trading strategy to match your willingness to wait, right? And this is the answer to your question. No, I do not trade using stop losses, because stop losses can be triggered either way, positive or negative, on a candle. See that? For example, prime time example right here. Hold on. If you had, say you did something like this, right? Say you did something like this. You saw that this was a pretty good area. Even, you know, you can make up some Fibonacci ratio. Say you did something like breakout, breakdown, you know, through that up top. And so you can have some type of technical justification right here, right? Say you said that on this long range cycle right here, right, breakout to breakdown, just like we do on any other chart, you were gonna buy above that line, right? If this was the moment in time you were looking at the market, you really liked power, right? You knew it was on a downtrend, but you were gonna buy it the minute that it, you know, broke out above that level, because that was the high of the previous breakout, right? So people buy into the next breakout. The problem is, if you would have put a stop or a limit buy right there at that price line, 6375, it would have filled right before the crash, right? And so, and the bots know this. They know those levels, and so they will intentionally buy it up or buy it, sell it down, just to manipulate those Fibonacci market levels, because they know simple traders like me and you look at that, you know, and put a stop loss in or a limit order in, and you know, we get crashed on. The walls all of a sudden turn against us. So for example, same thing applies right here. If we would have put a stop loss on it, a lot of people, I bet, had a stop loss somewhere down here. So say we were riding this little area of the chart right here. A lot of people probably had a stop loss. You know, they made some money, and they said, you know, I'm gonna put my money at the top of that candle, 6,700. And this is when we were all the way, you know, going up here, right? People were up probably 30%, especially if they bought in down there. They were up 70%, right? And they put a safe little stop loss in, what they called safe, at 6,700, thinking it wasn't going to get filled. That was just their little cushion, their safety net, right? They wanted to limit their risk. And sure enough, what did the market do? Inside of a few days, sold it down to that level, exactly, you know, where a Fibonacci retracement would have been at, just so they could buy it right back up, right? And this happens time and time and time again. I have personally lost a lot of money on one trade, Dash, going back to last summer, when I had a limit, a stop loss in at like 51.49, something like that, and this thing went down to like 47 for a couple hours and then shot up to like 60. And I lost a lot of money because the market sold me out, right? So don't get sold out. Do not limit your chance of winning. And that's what the stop loss does, because then you allow the whales to sell down the market, kick you out, just so they can buy it right back up, and now they make all the money, and then they dump it right back on the next wave of suckers. So don't be a sucker. Don't get sold out, you know, right before the money comes back in, because all too often that's what happens. And so you need to understand that This strategy is not a candle wick strategy. This strategy is a macro momentum strategy, right? Candle wicks deal with limits, stop losses, sell orders, all that crap. I don't deal with the walls. I don't look at, you know, the candle ticks. I don't care about that. The only thing I care is the market buying it or is it selling it. And that's all you need with the 7 and the 77 and the 231. That will tell you exactly what's happening in the future. The candles follow the trend lines, not vice versa. Right? Hopefully I was not unclear. You should not use stop losses even if you lose 8%. That's fine, because I guarantee you when the market returns in full force, you know, you will be much better off, right? And so this is a much slower, more methodical method. But in trading off that little 4% that you might have lost on the candles, on the whales, on the intentional market manipulation, don't give them back that power. Take it back, turn off the candles, look at the intersections, understand that the intersections is a communal agreement between multiple subconsciouses on a macro scale, and now they don't have the power. Now they're exposed to us. Now we choose when we want to jump in and jump out on their candles because the candles follow the momentum. Right? And the intersections determine the momentum. And so this is very valuable information. And that's why the Patreon group will be getting it first above everybody else. That's one of the benefits I give to you guys, you know, and working with me and putting the software and everything together. You know, hopefully you're able to make some money on these trades. I put it this way. I have power right now and I'm not worried. Right? If anything, if you did get a little pullback up in here, right? If anything, that's more of a time to buy because you got the biggest indicator right there. Biggest indicator right there. 77 above 231. The 7 went down into it. Of course, it has to come back just a little bit because you know what's coming. The big boom is coming. It already showed its hand. Somebody like power a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That's not one person. That's not some grandpa in North Carolina putting a few dollars on little Johnny's college fund. That's not it. That's a hedge fund. That's industrial money that showed its hand. And the market sold down into the next one. And I guarantee you the next one will be coming pretty soon if this trend continues. And that's why we use 3 different moving averages. 77, 231 are your big macro moving averages. The hedge funds are in there. The billionaires will be next. And as a result, power will be up here somewhere, you know, north of 58, 5900. Right? And if you want a time frame, again, all you do, just go back a little bit. Let's look at this last little dip in the charts, right? Just see what this cycle right here looks like. 3 parts to any cycle, breakout, breakdown, flatline, right? You can have an intentional sell-off, which is what we had, and a little bubble up, but we can just average that out into one flat line, break that into your 3 parts, boom, boom, and look at that, right on schedule is this peak right here, right? You really can't get much better than that, right? 3 parts any cycle, breakout, breakdown, flat line. What do you expect next? When should it happen by? The end of that next segment, August 13th. Something's going to happen by August 13th. It's either going to break out or it's going to break down. How do you know when it's going to break down? When the 77 goes back under the 231. That's when the macro momentum is gone. That's when you're in a new trend. That's when it's broken this course of action, right? Not before. You don't sell on the candles, you sell on the intersections. And you will make a lot of money as a result. Boss of Bitcoin.com. Boss method. Boss alert messages. BAM is the acronym. Come get some money with your boy. It's a lot of people making it in these markets, on these charts, using fractal harmonics, using, you know what I'm saying, quantum physics, astrophysics, theology. I got so much stuff baked into this method, man. It's really amazing. And it literally is changing lives right now. We've identified 3 major market segments, and we let the whales feed us. So if you appreciate that, come on over to the Money Team. The doors are always open. Jump on over to the Facebook group, #1 Bitcoin group in the world. Shout out to all the mods holding me down. Shout out to JJ No Money. He said he ain't got no fiat no more. His whole life is on the blockchain. Shout out to Mr. 305, Juan Carlos and the fam. Shout out to everybody. Miss DC, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I dedicate a whole video to you. I appreciate everything you doing. And everybody else, you know what I'm saying? If you appreciate this kind of knowledge, content, insight, intellect, just hit that thumbs up for a player one time. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's that time of the day signing out. This is the boss, yo boy BK. No matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California. Let's get some FaceTime in here. You know what I'm saying? My mama said I got a pretty smile. I got to show it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this money, man. I'm tired of people not having no money. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to hold up $100 and just tear it in half. I just got back on vacation. I went on vacation for like 2 months. I had too much fiat. I had to give it away. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl went about 8 cities in about 8 weeks. It's pretty amazing. That's what I want for you. You know what I'm saying? Each one, reach one, teach one. Now I'm reaching back. I'm giving you the opportunity to empower yourself. Pull yourself up out of the gutter and build the foundation so that you can have a better view in the future. And we all will be a lot better off as a result. We need to go back to being humans. We need to go back to having feelings. We need to go back to caring for each other, not being trapped, chained to a cubicle, a 401k that you can never cash out because you're scared of a 35% tax rate. You could never take a vacation because you only got 2 weeks and 10 paid days off. Working for what? Why fight to live when you living to die? Till we meet again. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh.
Arms.
Huh.